Hey guys, welcome back to BTD6. Today we're going to be doing Monkey Ace only in the newest BTD6 map, which is Covered Garden. So let's do this on hard, we'll see how we go. So we're only going to be using Monkey Aces for this challenge, so we should be able to afford one straight away, yeah. So if you don't know how this map works, then every round the glass will move around the screen. So although we can't place anything in there now, if we have a look, later on in the rounds, this glass opening will move around the map, and then we'll be able to click on the other towers. But for now, we only need this one spot. We might leak a few lives at the start, and as you can see, we can't upgrade the plane either while it's in a different tile. So this might prove a bit of a problem for our first few rounds, but hopefully we'll be able to survive with 100 lives until we get back to our section that we're able to upgrade in. I think what we're going to need to do is focus on getting the bottom path to get the targeted bullets, and the only thing that we might struggle with is lead, so I might have to put a cannon at the start just to be able to take them out. And in fact, it might have been a better plan to put the plane on the side here just so that we can always upgrade it, because at the moment we're having to wait every single time just to upgrade this. So we're almost able to upgrade it now. We'll do it as soon as these balloons leave. So there you go, it's slided over again. So we're able to do rapid fire, which I think will be more helpful than the other ones. Although centered path will be very helpful later on. So I think the next plan is just to get these exploding pineapples, just to hope that when the leads come, maybe they're able to blow some up. But I think our next plan is to leave a plane on this left side, and hopefully it'll be able to fit in. I haven't tried yet, but hopefully it'll fit in there, and then we'll be able to upgrade it the whole time. Because it's quite annoying that you're not able to upgrade while it's underneath the glass, but it's actually quite cool. I quite enjoy this map just because it's something different, you know. Usually you can upgrade whenever you want, but I quite like the feel that you're sort of restricted in that way. It sort of makes a nice change. So we've lost 18 lives at the moment, but that does include our mana shield. But we do seem to be holding them off just a bit better than we were before. So we'll save up for a second plane, put it outside, hopefully it'll fit. And then hopefully we won't lose as many lives then. It might be worth trying to change our figure just to a figure of 8 rather than a circle, just so that it stays more within the map. But the only problem with that is it'll spend less time in this bottom left corner, which we also need, just to drop bombs onto the track here. So we'll test it out this time, we'll see if it does any better. If not, we can always swap back. So we'll have to try and click on this as soon as this round ends, and then we have one round to put in those upgrades. Hopefully this chunk of blue balloons will hit a pineapple somewhere, though it doesn't seem like it. So we'll try that figure of 8 formation now. And there you go. We will also need this spy plane upgrade at some point, but I think for now it's best to try and fit one outside. Yep, so we are able to do that. So we'll put it as far down as we can, just so that it starts off here. We'll do another infinite figurine, just so that we have a starting point. So now we aren't really leaking any balloons. We might struggle with these yellows just because they're so fast, but no, it seems like we managed to get them all. It might be worth just going for this bottom path now, just so that we are able to save up for that never miss a target. But we might also need some more bombs, just so that we can pop those leads when they do come. And then we can also do camos. So really we need to focus down these bottom paths just for the leads and camos. But as always, we just want to see how far we can get with just this one tower. We aren't going to use any heroes, although we could use Benjamin to make money. I don't think it's in the right spirit of the game. So we'll carry on down this bottom path when we can. And it is a lot easier now that we've got one outside. So if you do play this map, then I would recommend just using this opening here and this exit just to put some early troops down so that you can upgrade them straight away. Although there are no bends, as the bends are in here. I don't think you're able to sell these objects now, it doesn't seem like it. So we'll do this bottom path, and then when we get centered path, then we'll be able to upgrade the plane, which will be inside of this covered garden section, but we'll be able to upgrade it the whole time, which will be very helpful. So we'll wait for this round to finish, and then we should be able to afford it. Yep, so we'll do that now. So now that it's doing that, we'll flip the journey. Okay, I've done that wrong. Center into here, and then we'll flip it around just so that it sort of chases the bombs. So we now have 2 pineapple bombs going off, although these fast yellows really are becoming a bit of a hassle for us. So we might need to get this never miss a target as soon as we can. But unfortunately, I think we might have to buy another plane before then, just so that we can actually hold back these balloons. Because the chances of us hitting them at the moment are quite low, because we've only got 2, but the more that we buy, the more chance we have of hitting. So as you can see, they're hitting these, but it's very rare. And because there's such a big group, then it doesn't always do the maximum damage that we need. So I'll wait for this upgrade. And then if we keep losing lives, then we'll be forced to put one down here. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to put one down, just because of the amount of lives that we're losing here. So it might be worth doing this. Hopefully that'll keep us alive for a bit longer. Yep, so we're not losing as many lives anymore. So I want to get this rapid fire again, I think. So with this one, I think we'll do the bottom and top path, just so that we can get it within this circle, but it also fires quickly. Hopefully we won't die. We've only got 15 lives left, which is a bit of a problem, especially with these fast balloons. I think that might be the end of us. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to try this again, except this time we're going to use Benjamin just to get some more money, I think. We will start off maybe outside straight away this time, just so that we don't have to... Actually, I think it was quite a good plan just to shove it in this bottom corner here, so that we have the maximum range that we can within this circle. And then we'll save up for Benjamin straight away, just so that we can survive. So we'll save up for this 1,165, and then hopefully with a bit more money that will help us survive to the later rounds, as I really want to at least get to the Moab round, where it should be a lot more interesting. So we'll save up for this. Hopefully that'll give us the money that we need to carry on. Hopefully this positioning will also save us a few more lives than the last one. It seems to be doing a better job at the moment, as we've only lost 8 lives. We're already on round 5, so hopefully if there are rounds without any balloon damage, then we will recover some of these mana lives, which is also very good, and Benjamin will heal us throughout the game, which I think is very helpful. But you can see that it sort of shoots down this track every so often, down this strip, which is very helpful, just because it pops a few balloons at once, like there you see. So we're almost able to afford Benjamin, at which point I think the game should become a bit easier for us, just because we'll be able to get those upgrades a bit faster. So we'll save up for that. We've only lost 14 lives at the moment. We haven't even lost our mana shield yet. So it seems like we should be able to last a bit longer, even just with this positioning, because it does seem that this is just a tiny bit better, just because it's over the track a lot more than normal. So last time we upgraded this, however, this time I think we're just going to save up for Benjamin. It didn't seem to be doing much the faster firing when we upgraded it, so I think Benjamin would be the better idea here. Although I think we'll stick to the plan of the next plane being put outside, or should we save up for the bottom path? Let me know in the comments what you would have done, but I think what we're going to do is have to buy that other plane. So we should be able to buy Benjamin now. We have lost our mana shield, but hopefully with Benjamin we'll just be able to last that tiny bit longer. We'll put him in this corner here, and then every round he'll make us 150, and when the skimming comes in then we'll be making a lot more money, which will be very useful. So we've got that down now. We have 87 lives that we just need to keep as much as we can until we're able to buy any more balloons popping abilities from these planes. I am doing this mainly because the new Ace Paragon is out, but I don't quite have enough XP. So these little challenges are quite good to upgrade your XP for just one troop. So I would recommend, although if you do want the fastest way to upgrade the plane XP, usually you do the round 40 mode to round 60 on the easy challenge, just because you can put a load down at the start and then leave your computer just to gain money and XP while you're away. So we're almost back around. I think what we're going to do is buy this plane outside though instead. So we'll put that there. We'll do, I think we might try figure of 8 this time, just because it goes up around this bit. And I think it stays within the map just a tiny bit longer, so it might be a bit better. So we are only on 57 lives, but I think the skimming's gone into effect. No, not quite yet. So we'll keep on saving up for that. We'll try and do this. This pineapple maybe not be the best idea if we're using this figure of 8, just because it's not on the track as much. However, I think we do still need to get these sharper darts as fast as we can, but I think because we struggled with last time just leaking balloons going through, it might be best just to keep buying these planes, as many as we can, rather than to upgrade the ones that we have for the start. So we've almost got enough money to buy another one. We'll put it right above our old one, or maybe we should put it at the exit, but for now we'll put it over here, just so that we can pop as many at the start as we can. We'll do another figure of 8. and then they should follow each other around, so that even if one misses, then the other one might have another shot at doing it. So we'll see how much money he's made us so far. So he's got 750. He should start skimming next round because his XP is almost full, and then we'll get one. There you go. The money's coming in a lot faster now. So we'll buy one at the end, and then I think we'll put it on figure of the infinite figurine, and then we should be able to save a lot more money, because I think this is where we started to lose lives last time. Yeah, it seems like it. So we're almost able to buy our last one. Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually fit down here, so we're going to have to keep putting them on this side, I think. But that does allow us just to make sure that nothing in the start is coming out. So hopefully that should be a lot better. There only seems to be one tiny balloon leaking there. It's only lost one life, so it is slightly better. Although these recovering balloons are proving to be a bit of a hassle just because they keep recovering the lives that we're taking off them. So maybe if we put another monkey ace inside of here, then we'll put it on figure of 8, and then we'll try and center these ones just so that they're all within the glass. So that should be enough to keep them off our path for a bit. Yeah, so we're starting to recover our mana shield now just because they're not actually breaking through the area. It might be worth getting one here on another infinite figurine. So now you saw it push the glass up, so right at the end of the round we got kicked off trying to upgrade that. Although we didn't have any upgrades left, it would have been quite helpful just to know what we could have done. So we'll start upgrading this, give it centered path so it's in the middle, and then that should help us a lot. So you're going to want bombs from something at some point. I think if we put this on maybe another path. No, it doesn't seem like any of the paths overlap. So I think we're going to have to try and use this one. We'll get some camo protection just so we don't leak any camo. But I think we might even have to buy some more planes just because we're still getting some leaking through. So it might be worth trying to get one in this quadrant if we can, just because it's the first quadrant. And it seems like a figure of 8 would be very helpful here. Especially if we can get pineapple bombs, there you go. So because it goes around this whole loop here, the pineapple bombs will be very helpful. So we've made it a lot further than the last time already, and we're starting to recover our health. Benjamin should be giving us lives soon, yeah. Next time I will start restoring lives. So we'll start doing that. But we'll try and see if we can get anything else. Bomb race might be a good idea for this bottom one here. But I think for this one we're going to save up for this never miss a target. Just because this will be very helpful in stopping the ones leaking through the end. So we'll save up for that. If we get to this loop before never miss a target, then we'll do bomb race. Just because this quadrant here will be very good for that bomb race. Hopefully we'll be able to take out these leads here. It does seem like a few are slipping through. There you go. Okay, so there's only one left, so even if this doesn't get bombed, then we should have enough lives just to tank that one hit. Yep, so we lost 8 health here. So we're gonna upgrade this and turn this one into a bomb race just so that it does a lot more damage. You can see it dropping the bombs there on the track, so that should be very useful, especially now that we're getting leads. So as you can see, it's sort of doing a lot more damage to them. There you go. So I'm making sure that none of these leads are leaking through, I think is the main strategy here. So now we'll save up for this never miss a target just to make sure that even when this bomb race, because you can see they start getting quite far down the track, but we do also need to start thinking about this Moab coming around 40, which also will be helped by never miss a target. It's a bit unfortunate we lost a few lives there. Would have been quite useful to recover some. We could almost afford this. And then there you go. So we won't have any problem with camo for a while, just because that will be able to track them all down. So it might be worth trying to upgrade one of these just that has rapid fire and seeking darts, just so that we can both... Okay, so there's the camo. You can see how easily it's taking care of them there. So I wish we could get ground zero here. It might be worth trying to get rapid fire, just so that we are able to shoot some more while we're here, because this is the best spot for our tower, I think, that we've got so far. It is a bit annoying that because of this glass shielding we aren't able to put anything there, but there's not really much that we can do about that, so we'll just have to keep saving up. It might be worth getting some more camo protection with never miss a target, but I think for now we'll do this top and bottom path of this one, just so that we are able to pop that Moab when it comes around 40, which might be a major problem. But hopefully Benjamin will help us there as well, because he'll hack into the balloon and just make it pop instantly if we are able to take it down. And you see there are a lot of darts going across the screen, so hopefully we won't have too much of a problem there. So we'll upgrade this top path and then we'll save up for never miss a target again. So you can see just how many are going through here. So this is centered as well now, so it's only the one thing that is no longer inside of this cage, which is actually quite, to be honest, if we weren't doing this challenge, I think this is a good idea just to line up monkey aces on this side, purely because they are able to go right inside of the glass cage without, and you can still upgrade them on the side over here. It might actually be worth getting this fighter plane, which I haven't really used before, but just because it will be able to target those Moabs and do damage around 40. And hopefully, yeah, it seems to be doing some damage to these leads as well. So I think we should probably do another one of those, but with camo. So we'll try that on this one. So we'll do camo and then we'll go up this top path. Try and get this fighter plane just so that we can shoot down these leads as soon as we can. So we'll do that, and it'll also mean that this figure of 8 is still outside because we do want one just back here. So we've done that now. We probably want to start buying some more planes, or maybe upgrading the one that's in here. I think there's some unupgraded one in here. Yeah, so we've got these two both unupgraded. But they are in quite good spots, so I think rapid fire is probably the best option in here. So we'll do that. Then we'll try and get lots more dart before the round ends, just before that Moab comes. So we're able to do that. Maybe some more bombs, and then spy plane if we do have the chance. Yep, so we can do that as well. So we should be able to hold off this Moab now. See how much damage it's doing here. It seems to be taking... Yeah, okay. So that was not a problem for us at all. So we'll put another plane up here. Get another missile target with the radar again, just so that we are able to shoot them. Because I do think that the camo might become a problem for us towards the later game. It would be worth saving up for this Spectre. However, I don't think that we'll be able to get it and survive to a later round until later on in the game, just because our defences aren't quite fully built yet. Probably needs to become maybe one more never miss a target before we start saving up for that. Let's see how much money Benjamin's made. He's made us 6.5 grand, so maybe when he's made us enough that he could purchase this ourselves, then we'll start saving up for that, because you can see that these ceramics are starting to get through quite a lot. So we do need another never miss a target just to make sure that that isn't going to happen, because we don't want to die to leaking. So you can see what our health is almost back onto full now, because of Benjamin healing us and the mana just coming back over time because we haven't lost lives. So we'll try and put another one over here. Maybe keep doing these never miss a targets just because we don't want all of our darts just to be wasted. But I think we have enough camo protection for now, so we'll do this top path just so that we can actually get more darts on top of it, and then we'll do this never miss target. I don't know whether these missiles actually go after the balloons or whether they just fire in a straight line. I can't really see anyone fire. I think this is one of them. Doesn't seem to be shooting any of the bombs out while it's doing this movement. So yeah, we've got these leads which are a bit of an issue. Yeah, so we've managed to survive that. It might be worth actually trying to get another bomb race in here, but couldn't really find a good spot for it to fit because it sort of struggles around there. So maybe if we wait for this corner, we can fully upgrade one, and then it'll be a lot better because we got this figure of 8 over here, just like with this one. So they won't be able to make it around this first bend without being bombed. So we only need one more rotation. I think we could probably buy this and still afford it, so we'll do that just to make sure that nothing's sneaking through the front there. So we'll save up. We should be able to buy all in one. So I think one interesting thing about this is that you sort of want to save your money while the glass goes around the quadrants, purely because when it goes over the quadrant that you need, then you're able to spend all your money. So it does actually change the game quite a bit, just because you need to think about how much money you need to have left on your person before you wait for this next quadrant. I do think with some of the faster rounds it probably is quite annoying, just because you're not really able to get used to it quick enough. So I think this rapid fire is probably better, just so that we've got this figure of 8 again. A lot more darts. It seems like we're not struggling too much with these ceramics. We'll buy one more never miss a target. I think this is probably the best, just because it's centered in the middle as well. And we can, with this never miss target, it just means that nothing's going to leak through the end there, unless it's able to make it all the way through this. So we'll get another camo one, and then I think we'll start saving up for that Spectre now, unless something major goes wrong. So these leads are starting to get through, but as you can see, just these bomb races just doing really good damage there. So they're not really able to make it past this first bend. It looks like they go quite far, but it's just because they haven't got to the part where the bomb races go over yet. But it might be worth just trying to save up for those nukes, just so that we are able to... maybe a bomb race here would be a good idea as well, just because it's got quite a lot of the track. So we'll upgrade that fully, and then we've only got 2 unupgraded planes, I think. Although, oh, okay, we were just about to upgrade that on its top path, but we might have to wait till it comes back around. Though it might be, like I said, a good idea just to save up for that Spectre. Just 25 grand and then we'll be able to do it. So, because we're not really struggling with these Moabs at the moment, and these camos seem to be the worst thing that we have, but I don't think there's any heavy camo rounds for a while. At least, the only thing we need to worry about is round 63 with the ceramics, but hopefully we'll be able to buy this Spectre by then. It might even be worth selling some of these planes that we've got up here, just to get some money back. They're worth about 4 grand each, so we would be able to get about 16,000 from that, so we would be able to afford this straight away. But I don't know if that's the best choice, because it might just mean that everything leaks through immediately. But what we want to do is put it on one of these spy planes ones, because although it would mean that it would shoot faster on this top path, we do need to be able to see camo. We do seem to be struggling with these ceramics a bit, which is a bit of a problem. So it might be worth actually getting the bomb upgrade on one of these ones, just for round 63, so that when it comes we are able to take it down. But hopefully within 8 rounds we'll be able to have made that much money. I mean, Benjamin's already made us 11,000 now, so we haven't even spent the money really that he's made. It's almost caught up to how much he's made, so we would have been at this point without Benjamin already. We just wouldn't have as many lives. So this Moab takedown ability is actually quite good, these fighter planes. I think they are saving us. And it's quite nice to have all the bombs going off at different points, just that if a lead does manage to get through one part, then it can't get through this part here if it gets through this corner. Especially up here. If there's any leaking, then we are able to take them down. So we're about halfway towards that Spectre now. As soon as we get this upgrade, I think the rank should become quite a bit easier. Hopefully we'll make it to round 80. The ZOMG might be a bit of a problem for us though, because you can see that nothing's really making it past this first bend anymore, although the leads might manage to get a bit further, and same with the camo. But with these things, they seem to be mostly destroyed here, and if they do get past, it's usually the bomb races that take them out when they get a bit further. So we've got camo lead now. I don't know whether we're actually able to... We should be able to handle that, as all of the lead upgrades are also camo. Yeah, it seems like we're completely fine there. Hopefully none of these will leak through at all. Yep, so we've managed to take them all down. It's almost round 63, but we've almost got this Spectre. We might have to sell one of these planes just to afford it before round 63. This Moab seems to be getting shredded quite easily, and when they go into a pack of 4, then the darts will go through them all anyway. So it's not too much of a problem. Hopefully none leak through there, so we're okay there. Almost around 63. I think when we get to round 62, we might have to sell this top plane, just to be able to afford this Spectre, which will be a lot better. We might lose a bit of money just by doing that, but I think it'll be worth it. Okay, so it's about to come now. So we might actually have to sell 2 of these just to afford it. So we'll sell this as soon as the next round comes. We might slow down when the next round comes, just that we have enough time to do this. We might not have to sell 2 of them based on how much money we're making so far. Hopefully we're able to make just a bit more money. These fortified Moabs though are a bit of a problem for us, just because they're coming in a row, which means that it's a lot better when they group together rather than separated. Okay, so we're gonna have to try. I think if we sell this bottom one, then we'll be able to afford this Spectre now. Yeah, so hopefully that'll take care of that. Yep, so that's all okay. So we'll replace that fighter monkey now. I believe it was all top path and then bottom path. So we'll start saving up for this. I think the Spectre's going to be saving us now, because you can see the camo and it can hit the leads. So this flying fortress would be very helpful, but by the time we get to round 8, I don't know if we'll have time for that. So I was going to upgrade this top path. There you go. Okay, so it might be worth getting one of these Operation Dartstorms just to take care of everything else that isn't taken care of by the Spectre, just because it does so many shots at once. So we can put the speed back up now that we've taken care of that round 63 ceramics. We don't need to worry too much until we get to maybe round 78, where we've got camo ceramics, but like I said, the Spectre should be able to take care of most of the camo problems now. So we'll try and upgrade. There we go, we can do lots more darts, although it might be worth saving up for Operation Dartstorm here just so that we can get all that area spread out. And it'll fire twice as fast as well, which is probably more helpful than just upgrading a smaller plane. So we'll save up for this. It should be here right now, yeah. So we won't be able to afford the Sky Shredder, I don't think, but we can see there's a lot more darts in this now. So we've gone a lot further with Benjamin than without him, just because I think of the extra money that he's given us. It's really helped us along here. These Moabs might struggle a bit. No, it seems to be able to take care of them quite well, this Spectre. So we might want to try and buy another one of these and just save up for this one, just so we can get another Spectre in there, because I don't think we'll be able to afford this Flying Fortress in time before we start to struggle. So I'll wait for that. Hopefully we'll be able to do that in time. So these fortified Moabs are proving no problem now. We've got a level up, so we've got another monkey knowledge point that we'll be able to spend at the end. But for now, we just want to keep on upgrading. Upgrading these dart storms. Maybe, no, I think it is best to... Actually, I think just because it'll stop things leaking through a bit. And it is a different path, so it should be able to just protect us slightly. So you can see how fast they're shooting out these darts over here. There's two of them, both different types as well. One can see camo, one can't, I believe. So it should be able to protect us from both things there. So what we're going to want to do is save up for this never miss a target. We've got it already. So Spectre is probably our next go-to. All these pineapple bombs are sort of meaning that we're not having too many problems. Maybe we'll get one down here. We don't really need camo protection anymore just because we have that upgrade already in the Spectre. So the Spectre should be able to take care of all of the camo problems that we have. We've only got 10 more rounds until the ZOMG, so it might be worth getting this fighter plane instead, just so that we are able to take care of the Moabs. Although we might have more of a problem with the ceramics coming out of the Moabs afterwards. So we've got a total of about 10 planes here, I think, maybe 11. Yeah, we've got 11 planes here, so you don't really need more than that, just because you can see how many darts are coming. Once you've got never miss a target, then you don't really need as many planes, but because it costs so much in the early game, you sort of have to buy these extra planes just to survive, because you saw how we were struggling in those early rounds, but now that we've got all of these planes in backup, then it's not really proving to be too much of a problem. The Sky Shredder I don't think is worth upgrade for us, although this would be amazing. So we'll keep on going. We've only got 8 more rounds until we've reached round 80. I think we should be able to do it with this loadout. So we just need 19,000 more to get another Spectre. Let's see how much he's made us now. 17,000 money, oh my gosh, that's so much. So we should... I don't think we'd be able to do it without Benjamin to get to this stage. Although most of the BTD6 challenges you'll see online, they do use a hero, so I don't feel too bad for doing that. But normally we don't like to use them on our first run, just to see whether we are able to get this far without them. But in this case, I don't think it was possible. So if we upgrade this as well, maybe, where we are saving for that Spectre, I think it's just worth to get all of the ammunition we can at this front. Because you can see the camos are starting to make it a tiny bit further than they normally would. We've only got 6 more rounds as well, so I don't think we'd actually be able to save up for that. So we might do another never miss a target up here, just because we aren't going to be able to afford that Spectre in time. So we'll do this bottom path again. It might actually be worth going for this top path, just so we do get that extra Moab damage. So we'll do this top path. There you go. So we are almost out of room on this side actually. Although we do need to start thinking about DDTs, which might be a problem, although the Spectre should hopefully handle a few of them. So I'll put one of these down over here, put it over here, and then hopefully we'll be able to take care of that. So we'll do this middle path just to get camo, and then we'll do the top path in case we get DDTs later on. So taking care of these fortified Moabs quite easily now, just because of all of the darts that are flying around the map. So we only need 1,000, there you go. So you can see how far these recovering ceramics are making it. So you saw the healing ceramics there, they got quite far, but we should be able to handle it. Maybe lots more darts in here, just because you can never have too many. Keep on going. Operation Dartstorm might be helpful, but who knows. We do seem to be taking care of these BFBs quite easily now. So they're not proving to be too much of a problem for us. We don't really use these special upgrades just because they're not the most helpful thing. Don't know if we got... yeah, we did get to the center path here. So we'll get another plane. Got 75 here, so I think the Spectre should be able to take care of that, if I'm honest. Okay, it's just a tiny bit tricky there, but we did manage it. These never miss targets are probably what's helping to clean up, just because there's so many darts flying at the balloons as they come in. So it's not proving to be too much of a problem. I do think we'll make it to round 80. I honestly do. So we only need another 200 before we can buy this, so we're almost there. And then we've got another never miss a target. So we have so many darts flying across the green now, I think it's almost impossible for them to slip through this. So this still managing to go through. Only got 2 more rounds, and then we'll be done. And then we'll have completed this on hard as well, which I haven't done before. This is quite a fun challenge just to be able to do this new level as well. And like I was saying, this is a really fun level, so if you can play this, then I definitely would recommend it. Just because you are able to use these side partitions here. You're able to squeeze one more in. Just because it's a really good map, I would recommend it. I think it's a lot better than some of the recent updates that Ninja Kiwi have put out with other maps. Just because it is something new. I know the other map is also quite interesting, because there's steps that you can place your monkeys on. Maybe we'll play that next time. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments. And while you're down there, subscribe. Got to throw that in there. So we're on the second to last round now. We seem to not be losing any balloons, and then we're almost done. So we've just got this fortified BFB to take down, and all these rainbow balloons, and then we should be towards the end of this level, and then we'll be able to take out that ZOMG. Yep, so here it comes now. ZOMG is quite slow, as it says, but I think we should be able to take it down. It does seem to be ripping. Yep, it's almost broken. One more stage, I think, and then we'll be able to take it into BFBs. Yep, these were proving no problem for us before, so it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Yeah, and there you go. The new map completed with just fighter planes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments, and give this video a like. Thanks for watching.